Okay, hi guys. So I saw a couple of people do some embroidery on leaves, and I thought I would try it, and it's quite an addictive activity, I must say. So this leaf is from a plant called sea grape, and it has edible grapes. Normally grows by the sea, and the plant acts as a good windbreak. And it dries and it goes this colour or a reddy colour. And so I've stitched in this one. They are very delicate, and so you have to be careful. And here's another one. See, it's slightly different in colour, a bit deeper. And I'm just experimenting at the moment, and I thought I could show you how I do stitching in them. So this is from a tree called the trumpet tree. It has really pretty trumpet-like flowers, very small trumpet-like flowers. And what I've initially done is I've just harvested them, so pick them up where they are, or where I've trimmed a tree and left the leaves as chop and drop, just to die down and break down basically over time. I've picked them up, and they're a lot firmer than obviously when they are green. I haven't stitched in a green leaf, and it would be interesting, especially like this one, because it starts out green and then it goes this colour, but it would be interesting to see how it ages over time once you've stitched in it, and how it ages over time. And there's another leaf that I would like to try, and it's from what in Jamaica we call guinea. In Barbados they call ackee, and in a lot of other Caribbean countries they call them ackee, and it's a little fruit. And you can see the fruit itself on I'll leave a link to my gardening channel. But it would be nice to see, once you've stitched in it green, how it ages over time and what it looks like. So the other thing that I've done with these is just soak them in some either olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, whatever oil you have, and left them for a few days. And yeah, they come out with a nice sheen on the front. It just goes into very small layer. I think this is probably still going to degrade over time, but you can then preserve it by, say, varnishing it, or by varnishing it, I guess, or applying more oil. But yeah, I think they look quite nice. So we have one. We have one here that I've been working on, and we're just going to I'm just going to finish this one off, and I'm still experimenting, but I wanted to share some of the ones that I've done. There's an artist I've seen, I think her surname is Bauer, maybe Sharon or Susan Bauer, and she does some really lovely crochet designs in the leaf, and I'd love to be able to experiment in that way, but again, you have to be so careful. So let's work on this one. So this is actually embroidery thread, and I've used 2 strands of the thread, and I've just literally created like a spiral effect, and I'm thinking maybe to, where's the thread? Up here, so it's up here, so maybe come down and do another little spiral here, but not as compact as this. And in this thread I've used it's a crochet thread actually, and so I've not had to remove any strands. It becomes weaker, it weakens when you just try and use one strand with this crochet thread, but with the embroidery thread you can use a strand. I've doubled it. It comes as 6 strands, but you double them and they're fine. So let me show you what I'm doing just with the rest of this thread, and I hope that you're able to try this activity. Okay, so there's not much I can do with the rest of this thread. I can maybe even just see if I can come around the spiral, but I have to be careful because I don't want the leaf to tear. Okay, and then the way I finish it at the back is similar to the way that I would if it was fabric. I do a kind of knot there, and then all I'm going to do is take the thread and see how far I can take it around this piece, just going through the back there. And then I'm going to cut this. Okay, so that's a nice easy way to create on the leaves that you may have in your surroundings, and it's nice to see the dried leaves and the different colours that you can get, and their texture as well, and their effects, and then you can decide to either frame this or use it as an outdoor hanging mobile. They look really effective. So I'm going to be doing some more, and I will share as I go along, and thank you for watching.